We are live for the first episode of the West Coast Draft Podcast of the week, our college football edition, and the first edition of the West Coast Draft Podcast since the debut of the 2025 college football rankings. So we're going to be talking about that. Of course, we're also going to be breaking down all the action from this past weekend and then giving our picks, where I will seek to build upon my current 10-game lead in the college football pick. I'm running
Dude, I
away
had
with
just horrible luck last week, man. Let's just look at that real quick.
Yeah, it's insane that every difference went my way. Like
I feel
like a little over half of the difference to go your way, that's a great week.
I feel like that's statistically harder than getting at least some right.
Oh, absolutely.
So many of you guys let me down. So many of you guys.
Yep. Well, hey, Memphis got punished by not being ranked in the CFP.
That's true.
God,
they walked right.
Vandy almost came back. They almost came back. We'll talk about all these games, so we won't get too much into it. But you had some bad breaks in there.
I did.
So what should we start with? Should we start with game by game?
Let's start with the rankings.
All right, let's start with the new stuff. So some of this stuff won't be too shocking. The top 5 were identical to the last AP poll. Ohio State at 1, Indiana at 2, A&M at 3, Alabama at 4.
Nothing too surprising at the top 6 for me.
No, and I think Ole Miss was 7 in the last AP poll. Oregon was 6, so they moved Oregon down quite a bit, which I think was the correct decision.
I agree. I'll say it right now. I think the CFP poll, I think they got it. This is one of the best ones they've ever done. I think they got things really right.
I think they did pretty good. I agree. No group of 5. It's a little tough. I still don't love Pitt. But I think generally speaking, I think for what you're looking for in a CFP poll, like they did it. I don't think anyone's crazily ranked or non-ranked or like too low or too high. I think you can make valid complaints like Notre Dame. I don't think that.
I don't know how I feel about Texas, Oklahoma, and Notre Dame. I don't know how I feel about all those.
Yeah, these three in a row actually all have some pretty significant warts on their resume right now. So 10, 11, 12, like in like good position to make the CFP as of right now. Don't know how I feel about that. Utah at 13 feels really high.
That feels a little rich for me.
I know how you feel about UVA, but they're a one-loss.
Honestly, I like my opinion on their ranking versus my opinion on what kind of team I think they are. Very different things. That's an earned ranking. They should be ranked there. I think they're frauds.
Louisville up there, Vandy up there, or not up there, kind of down there now.
Good. I'm happy that they ranked Iowa. Iowa deserves to be ranked.
Iowa deserves to be ranked.
They're a really good squad this year, man. They're a really good squad.
I'm glad we don't have to play them.
They're really good this year, man. Like,
yeah.
Is
that game at the same time as our game?
Yeah, just a little bit after.
30, a little before.
Oh, my bad.
Our game starts at 1:30. Your Iowa starts at 12:30.
I think SC deserves to be up there. Michigan deserves to be up there. Cool that we're still up there. I think the only one, I don't think Tennessee should be ranked.
Yeah, I'd put Memphis in ahead of Tennessee.
I would too.
Put a G5 in there.
Pitt, I guess. They're 7-2. Whatever.
I don't love Pitt either, but whatever. 7-2. That's a good rank, or it's a good record. You got to respect a good record.
Yeah. But like overall, I think they nailed it. I think they did a really good job.
Yeah. I wonder who is the first G5 out? Is it Memphis?
It has to be right now.
Right.
I don't think. Do they do first outs?
Well, because
I think they talk about it. They talk about it.
A G5 is guaranteed a spot, so that's why. Yeah, Memphis is the first G5, as the G5, yeah. Or G6. Dang it, I'm going to keep calling it G5 to the end of time, I swear. Yeah, Memphis is the G6 that is locked in, for sure. As of now. Obviously, that could very much change. In fact, it very well could change. But we'll see about that. But no, overall, I think as far as the first rankings of the season go, like you said, I'm pretty content with everything here. Like in a perfect way. And I think Washington, they have to play the games, obviously, but you're looking at a very winnable 3-game stretch here going into that Oregon game. They can see themselves climb to the mid-teens going into that Oregon game, and then that Oregon game becomes a winner gets a play-in spot, basically. So, and that's the best you could ask for at this point in the season. So, they've put themselves in a pretty good position. Obviously, would be even a better position if they hadn't lost to Michigan, but can't control the pass at this point, right? At this point, all you can do is win the games in front of you for the next 3 weeks, and then beat the Duckies.
Yes, sir. A Ducks team that isn't like the last few years.
No. And also a Ducks team that's going to be, at that point in the season, will be dealing with some adversity because they got Iowa this week.
Brutal schedule.
I don't know who I think it's Minnesota the week after.
And then USC, I think.
And then USC, yeah. So they've got their last three of their last 4 games are against 19, 20, and 23 as of right now. And 2 of them are on the road and in hard environments like Kinnick and Husky Stadium are brutal. Difficult environments.
Iowa versus Minnesota versus USC at Washington.
Yep. So
versus at Wisconsin versus Purdue at UCLA
versus Oregon. So again, I mean, Huskies very winnable 3-game stretch ahead of them, but they can't have.
They got to play the games.
Yeah, Wisconsin, Purdue, and UCLA are all teams very capable of playing spoiler. It's not like Oklahoma State.
Wisconsin has scored 27 points in conference play.
I know, but Wisconsin did compete with Oregon for 3.5 quarters. So,
I think that's probably more of an outlier for me, but I get what you're saying.
No, that's fair, but that's why I say you got to play the games. I agree, though. They should handle Wisconsin. But we shall see. All right. Is it time to break down, or is there any more thoughts on the CFP poll here?
I don't got anything more to say.
I'm pretty happy with it, like you said. I don't have a lot of things I disagree with there.
No.
All right. Well, breaking down this past weekend's action. Starting with Memphis absolutely taking it. We talked a little bit about the some of these games already because we had a Wednesday pod, so we talked about all these games. Marshall, Coastal, Tulane, UTSA. UTSA took it to Tulane. My goodness,
they did.
They took Tulane out of that took Tulane out of the conversation because they
because Summerall's too busy worrying about the LSU job.
Yep. So. That was huge because they were actually ranked ahead of the Huskies. So if they pulled this one out, they could have. We had a good bye week.
We had a good bye week.
Yeah, very very good bye week. Yes. Could have been even better if a team like Texas lost, but oh well.
I'll take what USD. I can get.
Yeah, no, I mean all we needed was 3 teams ahead of us to lose, and more than that did. So, worked out pretty well for us. Let's see. Getting into Friday night, Memphis absolutely handled Rice. Obviously, as of today, they are not ranked, but they are the top G6.
Yeah, I got that one pretty damn wrong.
Yeah, they destroyed them. Just
you let me down, Owls.
Yeah. Talk about who.
Yeah, who.
Who the hell would pick the Rice?
I thought I was smart.
Yep. Hey, it was clever. It was a good idea.
Yeah. They have a really fun offense. They're a fun offense to watch.
The further away we get from that UAB game, the crazier the fact that Memphis lost that game looks. Because
it is
crazy comeback against South Florida, destroyed a decent Rice team. Like, how did they lose to UAB? It was just the dead cat bounce. That's all it is. That's all it is. Every time a team fires their coach, pick them the next week. Every single time. Except for Penn State.
Yeah.
Because they're a train wreck.
UCLA.
That's right. UCLA got it for like 3 straight weeks until it finally fell apart for them.
I don't know if it's finally fallen apart. We'll see.
We'll see. It's only
There's
been
still
1
games
week.
to be
They only
played.
have one loss. They could get to bowl eligible. What's UCLA's path to bowl eligible?
They need to win out, I think.
No, I think they're 3-5, so they only need to.
Okay. They can drop
go
one.
3-1, and that one will be to the Huskies because I say so.
Oh man, I don't like our history there though. It's not a place that is kind to the Huskies.
No, never mind. No, they're not coming. They're not going 3-1. Sorry, UCLA. Sorry, Tim Skipper. You will not be going bowling, I'm afraid.
Yeah, the wins. Ricky or Jerry gets the credit for wins. Skipper gets the
blame for the losses. He only gets
now.
in the
Why you guys showing him now?
Speaking of showing him now, congrats to Bill Belichick getting his first P4 win as a college head coach.
Yeah, all the idiots who wanted to fire Jed Fish and hire Fran Brown. Where are you now? Fran Brown basically reassigned half his coaching staff to different positions this week. I don't know if you saw that.
I did not see that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Things are weird in Syracuse.
Yeah, things are... Well, they're going to be on the pick'em this week, so how weird? That's the question. Yeah, Miami. That's right. And then Louisiana Tech's handled Sam Houston. On to the Saturday game, onto the ranked game, so we got to discuss. They have their own banners. Penn State hung with Ohio State for 2 quarters, and then Jeremiah Smith decided to remember he was the best player in college football.
Yeah. Then it got ugly.
Dude, I know where this is in the NFL episode. We'll talk about the trade deadline a little bit more.
I know. I really want to talk
about the NFL episode. Jets should not draft a quarterback next year. They should try since they have 3 picks in the first round, 2027. They should try to get Julian Sayin and Jeremiah Smith. Keep the combo. Just send it up from Columbus to New York.
That would be fun to see.
That'd be beautiful. They got to do it. Well, we can touch on the trade deadline a little bit. I know you won't. You probably want to talk about Rashid.
I definitely want to talk about it. Yep. I mean, I was being fed all the talk that the Seahawks were going to make a big trade, make a big push, and I think they genuinely did. Like, I'm not one of the people that are super salty, oh, it's just Rashid Shaheed. I think it was very clearly a big time sellers market, right?
Right.
There were guys that guys were going for a lot. There was definitely more buyers than sellers. If the Cowboys are buying, that shows you what kind of market that is, right? So the Jets and the Saints were the 2 big sellers.
Yeah.
The Bengals, and I guess the Raiders
opportunity to move off Hendrickson, but nope.
I identified Rashid Shaheed since Clint Kubiak got hired as a target for the Seahawks to try and make a swing forward. Great chemistry in that system. He was awesome in it last year. And the Seahawks, as great as Torrey Horton played, especially on Monday night, just lacked that true field structure. Torrey Horton will be there. He's just not there right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Rashid Shaheed gives that to you. He really gives you just elite speed field stretcher. Really great in the play action system. Can catch a perimeter screen. Who knows how long Cooper Kupp's out, right?
Mm-hmm.
But one thing is the Seahawks have been playing probably the most 2 tight end sets out of everyone in the league, right? That's been the big talk. But they love to pass out of it, right? Because you're forcing them to play base against it and passing out of it. Maybe having Rashid Shaheed in there helps the run game by giving some more cushion. They're a bit more afraid of the deep threat. I don't know. Maybe that happens, but I like the acquisition, and they said they want to sign him to an extension. 4th and 5th is kind of a lot, but this draft class stinks. So I was all in on make as many moves as you can and we'll get into this on Thursday. But Monday night's game told me this is a legit title contender right now. Let's do it. And reading the tea leaves, it's pretty clear the Seahawks were really in on trying to get Max Crosby. They tried to do it in the offseason. The talk of Boya Mafe was there for a reason because they'd probably trade him along with 2 firsts for Crosby. I'd do that in a heartbeat. It just didn't work out, and I can't blame the Raiders for not deciding not to do that, right? And the cost for some other players was just a little too high for them. I think they were looking at the guard market. Them not looking at the linebacker market makes me feel good about about Ernest Jones. I'm happy they didn't deal with Reek Wallen. I think they should have kept him. I would have made the trade for Logan Wilson. I would have made that trade.
Yeah, especially for only a 7th. My goodness, the fact they only were able to get a 7th rounder out of Logan Wilson's ridiculous. Not because I think they should probably have gotten more. I mean, it's a linebacker that you bench that hasn't played particularly well. But come on, negotiate a little bit. I know you want to move off the guy, but come on. Yeah, yesterday, obviously, Dolphins were able to they got Jalen Phillips to the Eagles. That's a big one. I like Jalen Phillips a lot coming out. He's been a good player for them. So there's, of course, more help. Good job, Howie. Shocker. Howie Roseman makes a good trade. Although he did have to give up like a 3rd, which I don't know.
That was a little rich for my blood.
You're not going to get Jalen Phillips level pass rusher in the 3rd round. So
I think he's fallen off as a player. I don't think he's the player you think he is right now.
He has been hurt a lot. Draymond Jones, your old friend, going from Tennessee.
Yeah, he stinks. Switching Draymond for Tank Lawrence because they play the same role has been one of the biggest reasons for how good the Seahawks defense has been. Tank Lawrence has been awesome this year. Mm-hmm. Very happy that
he's doing a good job of getting pressures at least, based on the stats here. So, yeah, Logan Wilson to the Cowboys was the Bengals' only move of the day. And I knew they'd be sellers, and I wanted them to be sellers. I did not expect them to be in on, like, Quinnen Williams or, Breece Hall, Sauce Gardner. I didn't want them to be in on those guys because they should have been selling. The fact that they only sold Logan Wilson and only got a 7th out of it makes me just question everything. And perhaps that gets us into the biggest Bengals news of the day. And you can probably already sense there's a rant coming. Mm-hmm. There is a report and speculation report, whatever you want to call it, by Mike Florio, and this is one of the very few times I'll reference Mike Florio positively. So
I know how you feel about
him. He reported that there's a lot of smoke coming out of Cincinnati that Duke Tobin could be fired and could be fired soon. He said it during the bye week. I don't think they're going to fire their GM during their bye week. They'll probably fire him at the end of the season. But I've said for a long time that Duke Tobin needs to be fired because he's really done a horrible job putting together his defensive roster. You can say what you want about the offense, and I think there are pieces there that you get excited about and that you like. I think he does a great job of identifying skill players. However, literally every fantasy football player in the country can identify skill players well. So, whatever. He does not do a good job of evaluating defense or evaluating offensive linemen. Guess what we suck at right now? Defense and protecting our $275 million quarterback. So that gets us into that. I guess this is the first pod we've done since the travesty of a Bengals game.
God.
We'll get into that game on Thursday. So I won't get too much into it right now. All I'll say is the absolute pipeline of crap that is being fed to Bengals fans. If you just listen to the Monday pressers from yesterday, Zach Taylor, it's not Al Golden's fault. He's executing the scheme.
He
it's
needs
not our
to be
personnel
fired.
Department's fault. Al Golden. Oh, it's
whose fault is it then?
No, that's the thing. The players. Oh, it's not a scheme. We just need to execute. Like, guys, somebody's to blame here. You can't all just pat each other on the back and say, no, we're fine. It's going to be okay. We're doing the right things. No, you're not. You're not. You suck. You suck. Literally, by EPA, the worst defense, EPA per play, I should say. By EPA per play, they have the worst defense this century. They have the worst defense in the 1900s. I'm not kidding. The worst.
For all the talk about how bad that Cowboys defense is, no one's really talking about how bad the Bengals defense is.
I feel like they are.
Not as much.
Okay, because it's not the Cowboys, right?
Fair point.
No, they are the first team since the 1966 Giants to score 38 or more points in back-to-back games and lose both. And if they'd been playing like the Ravens or the Chiefs or the Bills or the Seahawks or hell themselves, the Bengals, I would get it a bit. You played the New York Jets and the Chicago Bears at home.
Yeah.
My God, and the fact that, and don't get me wrong, hear me out. I'm not saying Zach Taylor should have fired. Well, okay, Zach Taylor should have fired Al Golden, but I'm not saying I expected him to, and here's why. Zach Taylor, his lifeline is Al Golden. The only reason he was able to keep his job back in January is because he told ownership, hey, lose the problem. Anarumo's the problem. If I get my guy, Al Golden, in here, we're going to turn this defense around. We're going to be a Super Bowl contender again. So if you give up on that after week 9, you're basically telling ownership you now have the green light to fire me. So I get him not canning Al Golden right now.
Okay.
I do not get ownership not canning all of them, though, because they all suck. That's what I don't get.
I have a fun little. No, you keep going.
And I know the Bengals are notoriously patient, and I would be shocked at this point if Zach Taylor and Al Golden and Duke Tobin aren't fired in January. Like, I would be shocked at this point. I think that's a foregone conclusion with the way this is going. But why not just fire him now? Just get it out of the way. Mass clearing.
Band-Aid.
Yeah, and then you could have gotten picks at the trade deadline for Hendrickson and Cam Taylor-Britt and all these guys that aren't going to be long-term players in your future. You could have given more reps at that point to young defensive players to see, are these guys going to be parts of our future, or do we need to start already thinking about their replacements? Spoiler alert, most likely you have to start thinking about the replacements, but can't do that now. So, anyways, the Cincinnati Bengals are I joke around a lot that, I should run an NFL team. There are 31 teams in the NFL that I am not 100% confident that, or that I am 0% confident I could actually run better than the people currently running them. Guess the frickin' one that I think I could run better
Bengals?
than the Cincinnati frickin' Bengals. Yeah, all right, ran over.
Okay, here's a fun little idea for you, Beau. I know you talked about Clint Kubiak possibly being a guy for taking over.
Yeah.
Fix the defensive woes by bringing some Seahawks staffers with them.
Oh, absolutely. I'd do that in a heartbeat.
Yeah. Because, I felt the same way about the Seahawks defense in the late Pete years. It was atrocious. It was horrible.
See if you can get Durday to come if he will let him call plays. That might be enough to bring him over.
McDonald always said he's going to give it up sometime soon. I don't know if he has or not yet. He hasn't.
Maybe that's the bargaining chip to keep him in Seattle.
Honestly, I like McDonald calling plays because he's really good at it.
He's really good at it. I don't know why Seattle would care too much. Like, they could plug in anybody, and considering what's his face in Baltimore is probably going to get canned. You can, if Durday leaves, you can just bring him in because he was cycle.
That's right.
So. Yeah, they'll be able to find, or Weaver in Miami. He's going to get canned with the rest of that.
Yeah, a lot of Ravens disciples.
Of Baltimore disciples are going to be available,
which is crazy because the main two though are doing really good right now. Minter and McDonald are doing really good, but the other guys are awful.
Yeah,
which is weird to me. I wonder what the secret sauce is.
Yeah.
Sign stealing, maybe.
There you go. I'm also in favor of keeping pitchers, the OC, and bringing in Flores to A, fix the defense, and B, just bring some freaking accountability to that roster. Because my goodness, it's like a freaking country club. No one's
just
afraid.
Crazy
no one wants to call on anybody.
That's just so crazy that they're like, it's not the defense, it's not the players, it's not the coaches. Whose fault is it then?
It's somebody's.
Because
you can't say it's not the
personnel.
You can't say it's not the players. You can't say it's not the scheme. And to be fair, they're all like, oh, no, it's on. Like, the players are like, oh, it's on us. The coaches are like, oh, it's on us. The GM, who hasn't talked because he never talks, is like, he should be saying, oh, it's on me for building this roster the way it is. Although that's kind of calling out the players, so I don't think he would do that. I to a certain degree, I get trying to take personal accountability. At the same time, when everyone's saying it, it's like all of a sudden it's like, okay, no one actually knows what's the problem here. No one actually knows the problem here. So, anyways, It's a joke. The Cincinnati Bengals are a joke. I'm serious. I am basically going to be a Seahawks fan for the next 8 weeks or however.
Man, if we got Trey
crappy weeks
Hendrickson, you'd be such a big Seahawks fan.
Oh man. Oh yeah, I'd be rooting for him to get 30 sacks this season for you guys.
He'd be pretty damn good.
He's
that's
gonna
the one
waste a
thing
year of his career in Cincinnati.
It's crazy how the roster is constructed right now because I think roster construction for the Seahawks is really good, which is kind of crazy. Like the one big thing we're really missing is like an elite edge rusher,
Mm-hmm.
and that would be very interesting to see what would happen if the Seahawks got their hands on that.
Honestly, even ignoring like Kubiak, I was thinking about this while I was watching Sunday Night Football. Ignoring Kubiak and any of the Seahawks defensive staff as potential acquisitions, I'm like, is there an assistant GM in Seattle that can come be Cincinnati's GM? Like,
I mean, John Schneider, is he? I texted you this. Is he the exec of the year right now?
Probably. It's him or Indy. Ooh, it might be. What's his face? How am I forgetting his name? He's got the big chin.
Ballard.
Chris Ballard. Yeah.
I don't know. I think it might be the Seahawks, man, because we made some bold choices and they're hitting right now.
Yeah.
DK, Gino, and Tyler firing.
Yeah. Oh no. I'm saying it's him or Ballard. I'm not.
Oh,
saying
I know.
It's
I'm just making my case. I'm making my case because I think John Schneider's draft class this year is shaping up like one of his best ever.
Yeah.
I mean, Nick Emanwari's looking incredible. Man, we just totally veered off course. Let's get back to college ball.
Yeah, I know. All right. Any other big? We'll talk about the other big trades. We talked about the Bengals. We talked about the Seahawks. So, hey, speaking of Indiana, because we talked about Chris Ballard and the Colts.
Yeah.
Indiana, Maryland. There you go. There's the transition. My goodness, what a year for Indiana sports, by the way. Pacers in the NBA Finals. The Colts are good again. Indiana's number 2 in the country, and might have an argument that they should be number 1.
I think they should be number 1 right now.
Yeah. They're killing it. Yeah, and they just absolutely stomped Maryland. Got Loxley fired.
Which I thought that was a bad choice because they have the number 1 recruit in the country signed.
Yeah.
And some 3 awesome freshmen. I don't get that.
Yeah, that was.
I thought that was a poor choice.
Yeah.
Like I get your frustrations with his tenure. I mean, I think this is just maybe the worst possible time to do it.
They just have to look at their schedule the past couple weeks. It's just been insane ever since the Washington game. Like, okay, yeah, UCLA, but you're going cross country for that one. There's a little bit of an excuse there. You went cross country. You played UW, who's now the 23 team in the country. Nebraska, who's just outside the top 25. Indiana, who's the number 2 team in the country, and then had to go cross country against a streaking UCLA team. Come on, see how he does against these last 4. Give him a shot. Give him a shot against these last 4.
Yeah, I thought that was a bad one. I thought that was a bad choice.
Yeah.
But honestly, I hate to keep bringing up the Seahawks or Seattle, but I think this has been an awesome Seattle sports year too so far.
Oh, 1,000%, yeah.
Like this might be one of the best Seattle sports years in my lifetime.
Yeah.
Knock
on wood, because a few of the seasons aren't over yet. Yeah. Oh, I guess Indiana seasons aren't over yet either. So.
I'm counting baseball. And,
right. No, that's what I mean. Yeah, I'm just saying you don't want to jinx the Seahawks or Huskies.
That is fair. That is very fair.
I guess what I said could have jinxed the Hoosiers and Colts, so it doesn't. Yeah. It's fine. I would agree with you on that. 1,000%. Insane year for Seattle sports. Georgia, Florida, and the world's largest outdoor cocktail.
They hung with them, man.
Party. They did. They were. Hey, this is the first game after Napier got fired too. This was the dead cap bands. They hung with them. They almost had them too. Towards the end, tough break on the not covering though.
Yeah.
Walk-in touchdown that he didn't take, which was smart. That was the right move. But also, if I was,
they were like screaming like match fixing.
If I was actually a Georgia bettor, I would have broken my TV.
See, always bet money line. Always bet money line.
Always bet money line. There you go. I would have been so mad on this one. Yeah, Florida hung with them, and they had a couple chances actually to ultimately take this one, but weren't able to finish, unfortunately, for them. For I'm indifferent towards this one. It's SEC. Who cares about the SEC? ESPN cares about the SEC, but guess what? I hate ESPN because they won't negotiate with YouTube TV, so I can't watch this game anyways. On that note, I couldn't watch this game anyways, so I heard a bunch of controversy. Like there was like a flag, or not a flag, a catch that they didn't give Florida, but they should have, or something.
Yeah, they absolutely should have.
I wasn't able to see it on YouTube TV.
Dude, Xfinity finally added a multi-view. It's awesome.
Oh, did they?
And I showed
that's
it to
like
my.
The biggest perk about YouTube TV.
I know. They finally innovated. And my dad, I showed it to my dad, and he likes it so much. I saw a huge TV at Costco. I think I'm gonna get it so multi-view's better. He's like, hell yeah, Dad.
Hell yeah, let's go. If there's ever a reason to go buy a ridiculously large TV, it's to watch college football. College football's the best multi-viewing sport. By the way.
Yes.
I love it. And I love there's like a strategy to how I build out my multi-view too. I'm like, all right, obviously the Huskies have to be on. Wildcats have to be on. And then I got to find a couple differences we had in Pick'em that I'm going to throw up there.
Mm-hmm.
Unless there's just like an awesome game that I have to have up there. And I'm like negotiating the strategy. Like, how am I going to build this out? It's awesome. It's like a little game within a game. It's a very low stakes game within a game.
See, I'm a little different. I just go for games that excite me, and it's not always a ranked versus ranked. It's players that I'm excited about for the draft season. It's teams that I love, So I don't really think about the pick'em at all during Friday. I like the first time I usually see the pick'em is on the next podcast.
Really?
I just blank it. I just don't think about it.
I follow it the whole time.
It just doesn't. It doesn't add or subtract anything to my enjoyment.
That's fair.
And I can't do multi-view when the Huskies are playing. I'm locked in.
Oh well, no, I'd go multi-view not when the Huskies are actually playing, but during commercials and halftime and stuff.
Okay.
That's why I have multi-view for. When the Husky the game is on, we're mid-play, it's full screen.
Okay, good. I'm the same way.
College halftimes are ridiculously long, man. You got to have something going.
Oh yeah.
I got too much. As much as I love Coach Pete, I cannot watch him and talk to Bruce Feldman for 15 minutes.
I do not watch college halftime shows. I put on a different game.
Yeah, exactly. And there's always until you get to the Hawaii test, there will be always a different game.
Absolutely. Speaking of Hawaii, not football, but did you see D2 Hawaii Pacific beat Boise State in basketball last night?
They did.
And did you see what their campus looks like?
I have not seen it.
It is literally a repurposed strip mall.
Wait, hold on.
I'll send you. It's Sicko's posted it. I'll find it real quick.
Oh, okay. That's awesome. Wait, that's actually I'm looking at the picture right now. That's actually sick. That's actually on. It's literally there's a campus on the water. That's insane.
Here, I'm sending it to you.
Okay.
Which Twitter account?
Whichever one. I don't care. Whichever one pops up first.
Both decent.
There you go. Yeah, it's literally a strip mall. That's awesome, actually. You know what? I kind of love that. I love that their basketball stadium is I don't even know what I'd describe that. That's smaller than a middle school gym.
Yeah, it looks like the Boys and Girls Club I played youth basketball at and could never shoot a basket.
That is straight up smaller than the gym at the middle school I teach at. That's hilarious.
Jeez, yeah, definitely smaller than my middle school gym.
Yeah, sure. That's insane. Actually, my middle school back my middle school that I actually went to actually had a pretty big gym. I think about it. Go Jags.
Go Tigers, baby. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers. Yeah, no, I was always well. It's funny that I ended up being a bulldog and then a husky because I was a jaguar
That's awesome.
in middle school. So went from a cat to a dog.
So
Back to a dog.
I went
And
from
then in master's, master's degree, I was the wildcat. So I got a little dog Oreo there.
See, I'm all over the place. I was a planet, then I was a cat.
Wait,
And
what
I
were
was
the planet? What were you?
I'll tell you. Wait,
Okay.
and then I was a dog. So I went to the Spanish American school, as you know. It's called Puesta del Sol. That means sunset in Spanish. So we were the suns.
Okay.
So I was a planet.
Suns are stars, bro.
Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Oh, that's embarrassing. I'm like, that's really embarrassing. Fuck. Oh, that's bad. That one was really bad.
I'll try to forget about that one, but that was funny.
That was embarrassing.
Even better, you're a star. You're a star. It's even better. You're a star.
Not gonna lie, I was up super late last night. I couldn't sleep. Okay, I was just thinking about the JV game all night. Okay,
that's fair. That's fair. Actually, you know what? My elementary school was the Dragons, so I went from.
Oh, that
Dragons.
rocks!
I know, it was sick. I've actually had a pretty good streak of my college mascot, or my school mascot. So, elementary school were the Dragons, middle school was the Jaguars, high school was the Bulldogs,
all
undergrad
animals
was the Huskies, and then all animals, and then Masters Wildcats.
I'm just so all over the place, man. A star to a animal to a human to an animal, all over the place.
Yep. What's Newport again?
Knights.
Knights. Okay, there you go. That's a soldier. It's a warrior. It's a
yes, sir.
Actually, it's funny. We literally learned about Knights like a week and a half ago.
Oh yeah.
I should have told him about the Newport Knights. Oh, I didn't tell you. We're doing our fundraiser for our school this week, and my homeroom got to choose what our like team name was for the for our banner that we're gonna.
Oh boy, was it the Bengals?
It was not the Bengals. No, you're gonna. I put it up to a class vote there was like 20 people, or 20 people had different suggestions, and they all wanted to throw different things in there. It was like a name the team contest. Everyone was just throwing everything at the wall. Guess what won?
What?
Let Rob cook.
Oh my god, I'm such a meme now. I love it.
You're literally a legend.
That's awesome. Hell of a team name. Hell of a team name.
I'll send you a picture tomorrow when I get spooked.
Yes.
They made the
That's awesome.
It's hilarious.
I love it. I can't wait to see. Good choice, students. Good choice.
Yeah. And any teacher that asks, I'm just gonna say it's an inside joke in my homeroom. That's all they need to know.
Nice. That's awesome.
I was like, this is the weirdest thing. I mean, I love that y'all are embracing this, but it's weird, but I also think it's hilarious. So
it's so funny.
Speaking of so funny, how about Manoa Sellers? And again, I like Manoa Sellers. That was.
He needs to stay for another year, man. At this point,
he needs to. And you know what? The 2027 quarterback class. I mean, that's the question. Do you come out when there's a good chance you might be the first or second quarterback taken? Probably not first at this point. Probably second or third quarterback taken.
Third at least. I think it's Simpson and Mendoza are the top two right now.
Yeah, it's gonna be Simpson and Mendoza. Or do you go back and risk being like I almost said sixth or seventh, like the 8th quarterback taken in a much better quarterback class?
What I would say is all quarterbacks are high draft picks if you play good. So bet on yourself.
That's fair. And it could be like 2022 where the second quarterback picked was Desmond Ridder in the back end of the 3rd round.
I don't know if people were like, Malik Willis should be the first quarterback taken.
Hey, you know what? Malik Willis has looked a lot better than Kenny Pickett when he's gotten the opportunity to play.
I mean, a one-eyed man in a blind kingdom For a blind world, a one-eyed man is king. Like, woo, cool.
To be fair, Brock Purdy's undoubtedly the best quarterback from that class. So,
it's not Matt Corral, UFL legend.
not Matt Corral. Or
is he in the CFL now?
Yeah, I was gonna say. It sounds like he's had some like personal demons. I don't even want to make fun of him.
Oh,
he was my QB1.
I know that.
So, no, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, it's not Desmond Ridder or Kenny Pickett or Malik Willis. Yeah, who would have thunk it was freaking Brock Purdy? I guess that's the whole point. He was Mr. Irrelevant. No one would have thunk. Niners wouldn't have thunk, probably.
No.
Skylar Thompson. Yeah. Skylar Thompson got picked ahead of Brock Purdy.
Oh.
Sam Howell's in that one. Who else? I want to see if I can think of any others off the top of my head. Shucks, I'm blanking.
Malik Willis, Desmond Ridder, Matt Corral, Kenny Pickett.
I'm sure there was a bunch of
Was Grayson McCall in that class?
I don't think so.
No, he went to NC State. That's right. He went to NC State.
Yeah, and I think he medically retired while he was in college. Here we go. All right, I'm gonna sort by position.
You can sort on Wikipedia.
Oh yeah. Here we go. All right. Kenny Pickett, Desmond Ridder, Malik Willis, Matt Corral, Bailey Zappi.
Oh, okay. Sam Howell.
Chris.
Is that Aluakon? Oh, Aluakon.
Chris Aluakon got picked before Brock Purdy.
Hey, Missouri Valley Football Conference, baby.
There you go.
Shout out to the Indiana State Sycamores. Dude, right. Did you hear what happened in FCS this week?
No, I haven't.
Like 2007 level of teams going down.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
That's insane.
No, I think 4 top 10 teams went down to unranked teams.
Oh my goodness.
South Dakota State went down.
I didn't see that.
Davis went down.
Oh, I didn't see that.
A ton of teams went down.
Jeez, that's crazy. I did not know that. Hey, speaking of Grayson McCall, NC State beat Georgia Tech.
What the hell was that?
Wait, the segue or the game?
No, this game.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, Georgia Tech just absolutely laid an egg, which is weird. They've been doing that a little bit. Like they played a close game with Wake. They laid an egg against NC State, but then they dominate some games. It's like Georgia Tech's weird, man.
They are.
Like they're good, but they're weird. Like, and
they're so dependent on their run game, and if you can bottle their run game, which is very hard to do. I think Dave Doran runs a 3-3-5 stack, and I hate 3-3-5 stacks, but against that run game with a lot of pullers, you're running tight fronts, right? So you're playing a gap and a half already, and you're letting he does coach good inside backers. I think that's the one good thing I'll say about Dave Doran. His off-ball backers are good. They're very good.
Mm-hmm.
And for a heavy gap scheme like that, reading the guards, reading those jet sweeps, right? I call it following the moving gap. That's what I say it to my players, right? Mm-hmm. What I mean by that is I tell them when we're doing film, we're in this formation is the extra gap, right? And what I mean by that is a tight end, a fullback, an extra running back, a snapper, a receiver in motion, right? And especially when those guys are in motion. I always tell them, and that counts pulling cards first, right? I always tell them, follow the moving gap, because the moving gap is going to tell you where the run's going 99% of the time. No one runs influence pulls on this, right? Mm-hmm. You can maybe get a split zone, sure, but you'll see that coming if you're reading your cards, right? Follow the moving gap always. And that is something that NC State did very well.
Mm-hmm.
They still scored 36 points.
I was going to say, but NC State put up 48. Sounds like it was more of a Georgia Tech defense problem.
I mean, it's still a really hard team to defend. That's what I'm saying.
Right. No, I know what you mean.
They have an awesome run game. Like it's the perfect evolution of what. And Paul Johnson didn't run gap scheme, right? He ran deep, right? But it's a great evolution upon what Paul Johnson did at Georgia Tech. Because Georgia Tech can do better than what Service Academy do. And Paul Johnson was awesome at Georgia Tech. He was fantastic. But especially after the cut block rules that really hurt that kind of offense, Georgia Tech can do better than that, especially with what you got in Georgia really on the rise in the last 10 years. So it's just it's one of my favorite teams to watch. So they piss me off losing like this.
Can I also say, and this is completely off topic, it's not quite off topic. Georgia Tech, number 17 in the country, they went to Colorado, won by 7. Brent Brennan's Arizona Wildcats went to Colorado, won by 35.
Deion's gone, man. Deion's gone.
He's still gone. I don't think he cares anymore.
No, he does not.
No, now that Shedur's gone. Well, Shedur was on the sideline talking to Ray Lewis for this game. I thought that was funny.
I saw a very funny tweet. It was like, can we unretire Shedur's jersey when Brian?
Yeah, once Deion's gone, I saw that one. I saw that one too.
He's getting ready for a nice cushy ESPN job or NFL Network job. Getting back to that or podcasting. I think he'd go crazy on podcasting.
Oh, put him on First Take with Stephen A.
Oh my goodness,
going at it nonstop. It'd be beautiful. Or you know what?
No, see, I don't think that works, right?
Probably not.
Here's the thing about the best way to compliment Stephen A. I don't think you can have someone as shamelessly self-promotional as Prime on with a very shamelessly promotional Stephen A. And I'm not saying Skip is perfect, but he wasn't as in the same camp as Stephen A. all the time. This was a debate show. I think they'd be agreeing on a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, that's fair.
But the personalities would be awesome.
Yeah, just get him on something on ESPN, or actually get him on a program that I, as a YouTube TV customer.
Oh, he's going to be on game day. He's picking Colorado every week. Like he's not going to get fired. He's just going to quit.
They won't have him pick college games. They'll have him pick the Browns games.
He's just gonna retire or resign because of health, and that's totally fine. No hate on you, Brian. You had a good run. Not having your sons probably doesn't have the same motivation. Probably not as fun for you either.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Speaking of not as fun, Vandy. Losing is not as fun as winning. I don't know. I had to think of a segue on the spot there.
They almost did what they did to what Texas did to
Texas. Yeah, I think we said it on Saturday's pod. Is that Texas almost Mississippi Stated themselves? They almost blew a massive end of third quarter lead.
I'm still not over that Barstool guy having the worst night of his life recorded and posted everywhere.
Yep, that was brutal. Yeah, dude, Texas almost blew. They didn't. Where credit's due, they didn't. I think they're massively overranked off of the fact that blow this game.
I think Arch has looked better. The concussions helped him.
He might have had his best game as in college in this game.
Yeah, honestly.
He was pretty good, honestly. He was so good at one point, I had to check to make sure he wasn't hurt and it wasn't the backup playing. Now, Texas does have a tough schedule. They played Georgia, not this week. They played Georgia next week, who is their kryptonite so far in the SEC.
Yeah.
Arkansas, and then they get their boys from Aggie Land.
That's going to be game day. That's going to be exciting, man.
That'll be game day.
What's the last time both of them have been good at the same time?
Last year. I mean, A&M was pretty good last year. They weren't amazing.
They weren't like this, though. They weren't a CFP team level.
I don't remember last time A&M was like this, period.
Manziel.
Yeah, Manziel probably. But that was right when Manziel joined. Or that was right when A&M joined the SEC. So
true. Yeah. I don't know if they've ever been good at the same time, honestly.
Not like this. Although you could argue Texas is that good right now. So that's valid. So this one sucks for Vandy. That gets them to 2 losses, which doesn't eliminate them from the playoffs, but they basically need to win out from here.
The Cinderella's kind of over right now.
They do have they have a reasonable schedule here, especially now that Tennessee's fallen off a little bit. If they can beat Tennessee, they can get back in there. And Auburn.
Oh, absolutely.
Should be
even though Tennessee's way overrated.
Yeah. Miami, SMU. You know what? Ever since we said Miami was no doubt the second best team in the country,
we paid for that one dearly.
Yeah. Hey, we should have seen it coming. It's Mario Cristobal.
Yeah, we should have seen that one
coming. He's always recruited at a high level, and it's always every time he gets to a big game, he chokes. Not even just to a big game. He always chokes at some point. Period.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if it's a big game or not. He'll always choke. He lost to Stanford. He lost to freaking
Oregon State.
Oregon State.
A not good Oregon State team.
Yeah. Lost to I don't know. No, he never lost to Cal, I don't think. Point being, he would lose to like weird Pac-12 teams all the time. So like, this isn't a shocker.
He lost to Utah a lot, but you can't blame him that much for that one.
Right. I mean, Utah, that's fine.
I think this is the deadest chat has ever been.
I know. And we were actually getting up there with viewers for a while there, too. So it wasn't just like there's just no chat right now, which...
The time change is throwing them for a loop.
Time change is throwing... Yeah,
what time is it for you right now?
It's 11 o'clock right now.
Jeez.
I know. It's my fault. I'm the one who started this late. I could have started much earlier, but that's on me. It's all past their bedtime. And that's
and it works a lot nicer for me now that the season's over, too.
Oh, yeah. Works out pretty nice. So we'll probably go earlier on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Although the Thursday night game doesn't end till like 9:30.
I'll be able to watch the Thursday night game. Oh my god! I haven't watched the Thursday night. Woo!
What a game!
I haven't been able to watch a Thursday night game all year, and this last week was the first full Sunday slate I got to watch.
There you go. Yeah, no. Credit to SMU. They're probably not. They're too far gone in the playoff race, but it's a good win for them.
It is.
Good win. Miami.
The horse is here.
And Miami is probably... Well, Miami could still win the ACC. I was going to say they're probably eliminated from the playoffs. Not yet. They could still win the ACC. In fact, right. Well, hold on. Who's the highest ranked ACC team? Is it Virginia?
Yeah.
Here we go. This is the first one. Yeah, here we go. Georgia, Ole Miss, BYU, Texas Tech, Oregon, Notre Dame. Yep, it's Virginia. Look at that. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 ACC teams between 14 and 18. And then Vanderbilt snuck in there too, which, depending on what day of the week it is, I might accidentally confuse them for an ACC team. ACC team.
They feel like such an ACC team.
They feel like an ACC team, man. They do not feel until baseball season. They do not feel like an SEC team.
Yeah, baseball season.
Baseball season. They're like, all right, now we remember you guys. All right, my computer's like freezing right now, so that's not great.
I can see it just fine. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, okay. We'll see.
I can hold them. I can hold them on for a sec if you want to.
All right, I'm gonna. Yeah, you can change the banners and everything, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, then I might have to hop.
I'll just talk about Notre Dame, DC.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Go ahead.
So Notre Dame's a tricky one for me I think they are just loaded with talent. They have, CJ Carr is playing very well right now. Jeremiah Love is hitting his stride. I think their defense is the most suspect thing about them for me. I don't know if they're a playoff team. I'm very confused. I think they'll probably make it because they just have just the fun. They beat USC. That's usually their toughest one. Look, they got the service academies and Stanford still on the schedule. Let's take a look real quick. Navy's really good this year. I'm rooting for Navy so hard. Oh, it's this week. Awesome. So it's Navy, Pitt, Syracuse, Stanford. Pitt could maybe give them a run. Maybe. I guess it's not the biggest cakewalk of schedule like years past, so that's not too bad. But I don't know how to feel about them as a playoff team. Navy and Pitt are going to be big tests for them. It'd be cool if Stanford upsets them at the end. Like, I think they have the top level talent there, but the defense is shaky for them. What's up, Beau? I got you crystal clear.
Very nice. Yeah, I look smooth right now. Let's see. Let's see how long it lasts. That's the question. There you go. Here's a throwback coming up for you. 2024 horizontal board. Remember Adisa Isaac? Ooh. Sometimes I like to go back to like our old like draft boards or whatever and just be like, oh yeah, I remember that kid. Never turned into anything. Never end up developing anything noteworthy. Worthwhile and noteworthy combined into one word, noteworthy. Here we go. All right, we're getting back. I literally had to close like everything. So my computer just loves me. All right, here we go. We're rolling now. I'm gonna get this over for a couple minutes. Okay. Yeah, I agree. I did hear your takes on Notre Dame, though. Yeah, lots of questions on the defensive side. But their offense, CJ Carr, Jeremiah Love, they got the horses on that side. So, they just gotta finish. Texas Tech, K-State. Texas Tech rolled just like they should have. Just like you would hope a team like Texas Tech would in that scenario. Did not play down to competition. How's Texas Tech been doing? I mean, I know they've been winning, but what have they been winning comfortably? I actually don't know. What's a 42-0, but it was against Oklahoma State. Yeah, this is their last big test. If they beat BYU, they should be locked for the Big 12 title game.
Yeah, but BYU's a squad, man.
Again. They are. They'll probably just end up playing BYU again. Yeah, I don't have a lot of thoughts on that one, honestly. Texas Tech's good football team. I think where are they at? Number 8? Yeah, they're up to 8. Yeah, this weekend 7 versus 8 in Lubbock. That's crazy. Imagine telling someone that in like
mid-August. A couple years ago. Yeah.
Oh yeah, a couple of years ago for sure. But like even in mid-August.
Thought that McGuire should be fired.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oklahoma, Tennessee. Tennessee's defense is terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Man, they just hold them back so much. And this was a John Mateer Oklahoma squad that was not firing on all cylinders offensively coming in, and they just rolled right over them. Rolled right over them like it wasn't even hard. a shameful performance by Tennessee, if I'm being honest. The fact they're still ranked with 3 losses, by the way, it's ridiculous. There's no reason in week 10 that a 3-loss team, a 7-3 team, should be ranked. I'm sorry. Especially over Memphis or...
They haven't shown me anything that makes me think they should be ranked.
Like, they've got a good offense. Don't get me wrong. I don't think they're a terrible team, but 3 losses, that should get you unranked. I'm sorry. In week 10. If it's like week 14, maybe you're 9-3, whatever. Yeah, at that point, but 7-3, no. Come on now. It's crazy. Tennessee only have 2 more games left. 6-3. Sorry, 6-3. Even worse. Now, granted, they get New Mexico State and Florida, so they'll be 7-3 soon. But yeah, just crazy. Just crazy. I don't get it with the SEC bias in these rankings, man. It's just fun. It's worse in the AP poll than it is in the CFP, by the way. The AP poll is ridiculous with it. CFP's been a little better through 1 ranking. That's for Oklahoma. It's a good one.
Let's talk about the biggest frauds in the country.
Virginia. Hey, they got a pick 6 to cover. We already talked about this one a little bit on Saturday, but it was the most... And I couldn't watch this game either because it was on ACC Network, which is ESPN. So I was following along on the Real Sports app, and I saw that it was... So I had UVA, I think it was -4.5. Yeah, it was UVA -4.5. They were up 3 with like less than a minute left. There's like 54 seconds left. They were on Cal's like 12-yard line. So I'm like, kick the field goal. Make this a touchdown game. You'll be fine. They go for it, and they don't get it. Attempting to end the game. They don't get it. So I'm like, I'm pissed. I'm like, okay, I'll be... Sucks. Gonna lose this one. I come back to my phone like 5 minutes later. The very next play was a 30-yard pick 6. I'm like, yes, let's go. Ball don't lie. This is awesome. So that was funny. But yeah, UVA went to Cal, handled business. You can say they're frauds, but they keep on winning. You're probably right, but they keep on winning.
Jake Harris just has no help.
Yeah. No, he does not. You gotta let what's his face? How am I blanking on old Panthers and Commies coach? Ron Rivera. Gotta let Ron Rivera build the squad there.
They pay him a whole lot of money.
They did. Louisville Tech. Louisville handled business here. Virginia Tech's just not a very good football team right now.
Well, yeah, because they don't have a head coach.
No, they don't. It is right. I don't expect them to be a good football team at the moment. Louisville, take advantage of the teams in front of you. I saw actually an interesting argument that Louisville should be ranked ahead of Notre Dame because Louisville beat Miami head-to-head, which Notre Dame didn't, and Louisville's only got 1 loss to Notre Dame's 2. Go Cards. Hey, look at that. Perfect timing. Talking about the Cardinals. Talking about Louisville right now.
Attaboy Chops.
You know what? And I kind of get behind that argument. Now, granted, I don't think very highly of Notre Dame, so it is what it is. But less losses and a head-to-head win over the team that is one of the losses that everyone says a great loss for Notre Dame.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, I think Jeff Brom's an incredible coach. I really like what he does. Miller Moss is playing at a high level. I'm kind of buying what Louis is selling right now. They have some awesome running backs who are sophomores now.
Hey, their 1 loss is a head-to-head against the team that you're convinced is the biggest frauds in the country, though.
They are. It was a fluke.
Hey, playing the ACC title game if Miami doesn't make it. I guess Miami's got 2 losses in the ACC now. UVA is 0 and Louisville.
Imagine if they get shut out of the ACC title again.
Look at that. Chops, it was a twist of fate that you found our stream at the perfect time. Let's go.
Excellent.
No, honestly, wait, hold on. I need to look. Yeah, no, Miami is on track to miss the ACC title game again, just off of the fact they've got 2. Look how far down Miami is, because they got the 2 conference losses right now.
Wow.
Now Miami has 4 more
and
games.
tiebreakers too. Louisville and SMU have the
over
tiebreakers.
Louisville and SMU, yeah. So like right now, UVA's got the inside track because they don't have any losses. Georgia Tech.
They're in a cakewalk schedule.
Georgia Tech, Pitt, and Louisville will all be in the conversation. And yeah, Louisville's schedules. SMU will be tough. And Clemson's not easy. Clemson's still not easy. But Louisville's definitely got a path to it. We already looked at Georgia Tech's schedules. Not too bad. Well, Georgia's not in conference. They have to play Pitt, which, whatever. At BC. What about Pitt here? Obviously, they're playing Georgia Tech. Notre Dame. Oh, man. Pitt's remaining schedule's tough. Yeah. Pitt is, they're dangerous, but that remaining schedule's brutal.
That is
Notre
brutal.
Dame, Georgia Tech, Miami.
The bad thoughts jar is not saving you.
No, it's
Throwback.
not.
Throwback to it.
Plus, they've already got the head-to-head
Draft
loss
classic.
against Louisville, too. That doesn't help.
I don't know. Pitt's always weren't they 6-0 last year?
They were. They started last year hot.
And I think they lost their last several now. Pitt is very
UVA's
much
last 3 games. Oh, UVA's got a cakewalk last.
I just told you that. I just told you that.
Did? Okay, I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, no, their schedule's a freaking joke. An absolute joke. They're going to make the conference title, and they're going to lose.
Pitt winning all 3 of
the
Miami.
best hope is Duke, honestly.
Winning all 3 of Notre Dame, Georgia Tech, and Miami is a tough sell for me.
That ain't happening, buddy.
And granted, they don't need to beat Notre Dame because that's non-con, so they don't need to win that one. Georgia Tech, Miami's tough. What about SMU? SMU's only got the 1 conference loss. Could they get themselves back into the conversation here? BC, Louisville's tough. At Cal's not bad, though. There's a path there. There's a path. Duke's only got the 1 conference loss, too, while we're here. UConn, UVA, UNC, Wake. Maybe. They already got a loss on head-to-head to Georgia Tech, though. It'll be interesting. This ACC is kind of going to shape up like the Big 12 last year, where there's 8 teams that could all make the championship in that last 2 weeks.
That's going to be a wild ending.
And Clemson, Florida State will not be any of them. And that's
oh my God! Look at this tweet I just found. Oh my God! This is very relevant to something we talked about earlier.
Oh man, I'm excited. Macro. That's awesome.
Very relevant. Very relevant.
I love that draft them all. 1 will hit. Well, actually, Matt Corral, Kenny Pickett, Sam Howell, Malik Willis, and Desmond Ritter. That's an incredible tweet. Hold on. That's awesome. Hey, you just had to throw Brock Purdy in at the end, and it would have hit.
It would have hit.
Right. It would have been right if you just threw Brock Purdy at the end.
Well, Mac Jones has shown himself to be a better quarterback than Brock Purdy, so would it really be a hit?
Let's see. Well, yeah, but Mac Jones is a different draft class.
I was being a hater.
I know. All right, let's see. Next game. Cincy, Utah. Utah handled Cincy in this one. Yeah, little too early for prime time in the 5-1-3. I'm afraid. Hey, it could always be worse. Bearcats fans could also be Bengals. Oh wait. It's a rough weekend for Cincinnati sports.
It is. It is.
Hey, as much as we talked about how it's been great years for Seattle sports and Indiana sports, Cincinnati sports it hasn't been terrible as a whole because the Reds made the playoffs. The Bearcats are good, but this weekend was rough.
This weekend was rough.
Utah handled business though. They look
They're making a push in Wicks last year.
Yeah, good for them. They let's see. They got the who are their losses to right now? They lost to BYU and
they lost someone.
Texas Tech.
Texas Tech. Yeah, they got killed by Texas Tech.
What's their path? Man, seeing Arizona down here 2-3 breaks my heart because they're a good 2-3.
They're better than that. Yeah,
like they're below K-State, and part of that.
I would be too. Satterfield's the most overrated coach, and Brom is the top. He's probably a top 20 coach in college football. He's an excellent coach. Yeah, Satterfield's a horrendous coach. I don't know why they took him. Cincinnati should have hired Sean Lewis. Said that since the day it happened.
They should have hired Zach Taylor. Hey, you know, if Scott Satterfield gets fired, I know Zach Taylor will be available.
Yeah, that's a good job opening right there. That's a nice soft landing point. You can sell his NFL experience.
Doesn't even have to relocate. Actually, you know what's funny? Zach Taylor was the OC of Cincinnati, the Bearcats in 2016.
Really?
Yep.
I did not know that.
Yep. It was the worst offense in Bearcats history, actually.
Really?
Year. Yep. And 2 years later, he's the Bengals head coach.
But he got a head coaching job because he took a piss in your own year, Sean McVay.
Yeah. Any Cincy fans that were talking crap went over stealing Scott Satterfield were ridiculous. And and being in touch with a lot of Bengals fans, I know a lot of Bearcats fans as a result of that. A lot of them, the smart ones at least, knew that it was stupid. Yeah,
they didn't really steal him. It was like almost quiet firing.
They were scrambling after they lost Fickle.
Well, it's like not even. I don't think Louisville really wanted to keep him, anyways. No. It wasn't good.
No. Braun. That was a massive upgrade there. That was a massive upgrade.
I've liked Braun since his Purdue days, man. He's an excellent coach, great offensive mind. What's cool about him is he doesn't really stick to a certain offensive philosophy. He's very, very multiple, so it's very fun to watch. Hard to game plan for. I remember when I did the breakdown before the bowl game last year. So, yeah,
that's right. You know all about the Louisville Cardinals. You did a whole breakdown before the Huskies.
I did, and there's a lot of stuff on tape here. And just good roster construction too.
No, Louisville's a good squad.
Yeah, I hope you guys can hold on to Brom. I know he's a hot name for a lot of good jobs right now.
Yeah,
I know it's his alma mater.
That's true. It's a little easier to keep at your alma mater.
I think he's been pretty clear about wanting to stay.
Right. Which is good. I think Louisville's a P4 job. It's not like it's nothing.
No,
obviously,
yeah.
You know, like an AC, Alabama.
I think Penn State might come calling. Penn State, Florida. Those are the ones you might be worried about.
It's tough.
I mean, anyone can leave anytime. You know, you just can't say that this day and age in college football, right? Unfortunately.
Yeah, he is the king of Louisville, for sure.
I think he has a much better chance I think he'll stay too. But he's a hot name. And I think he has a better chance of staying more than other coaches, but I think there's very much a realistic chance that he leaves, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think a good comparison would be Dillingham at ASU. He's the king of Tempe right now. But LSU calls and offers you enough money.
Well, it's even more for Rome. He was a quarterback for Louisville. Dilly never played.
Oh, he didn't? I didn't know that. I thought he was on the roster at one point.
I don't think so. Have you seen him? Does he look like a football player?
He could have been a punter.
That still affirms my point. Not a quarterback.
Yeah, hold on. Let's see.
I thought it was like a student assistant.
Let's see. Oh yeah, he never played in college. Well, he was coach, or he played in high school. Tore his ACL his senior year.
So kind of a Mike McDonald route.
Yeah.
Like Mike McDonald's sort of like, yeah, I played, but I was small and I sucked, but I love football. So like my senior year, I became it's like my senior year, I became an assistant coach.
He took a very unorthodox route to coaching.
Similar to Jed Fish.
Yeah, he was. So when he was getting his undergrad at ASU, he wasn't coaching at ASU during his undergrad. He was getting his undergrad at ASU while coaching. He was the JV offensive coordinator at Chaparral High School in Phoenix.
Fuck, that could be me.
Yeah. Then after he finished his undergrad, he would be hired by their offense coordinator at the time, Mike Norvell. There you go.
Am I going to be a UW offense? Am I going to be a UW head coach someday?
Maybe.
God, I love UW football.
Dude, Dillingham's route to being ASU's head coach is actually kind of legendary.
I love football. I love UW football. I would never, ever want to be a college coach.
Dude, Jeff Brom living in his childhood home. If that's true, that's actually insane. That's so cool.
That is kind of weird, honestly.
I would say I'd do that if I ever... well, the problem is Sac State's not exactly close to where I grew up. And that's still the closest, like, D1 program to me. So,
yeah,
that's a little sad. If I ever got the head coaching job at UW, I'd buy the Theta Xi fraternity. It's just I'd make it my house.
Yeah, no thanks. I spent enough time there.
Yeah, I'm okay there.
I spent enough time with the broken
I'd buy my
heater.
own apartment complex and then make it like a true penthouse on top and live in that.
That was a hell of a view.
Oh, I loved that place.
I'd take the old McMahon building and make it into an apartment.
Yeah.
I missed that view. That was the most incredible view I'll probably have in a house my whole life. Just immaculate.
That. I miss Seattle sometimes.
Yeah, I love Seattle. Although it's getting to the rough time, man. I was
gonna say this is the time of year where I start missing a little less, and I see like the game on TV, and I'm I'm okay.
I walk out to the JV game yesterday, and it's already I get to the facility for the JV game yesterday. It's already dark at like 4:30. Fuck. It's like
the crazy
here we
thing
are.
About moving all over is that the grass is always greener. When I lived in Seattle, I miss California. When I live in Arizona, I miss Seattle. I'm sure if I ever moved away, I'd miss Arizona. The grass is always green.
Grass is always green. Oh yeah.
So, is what it is. Anyways, we just got a little philosophical there. Purdue, Michigan.
Hung in there with them, man.
They did.
Purdue's
feisty.
I said it. They're feisty. Should have picked them. When I was the one saying it, they're feisty.
Yeah. Underwood.
That's my fault.
Threw for 145.
Underwood is so inconsistent. He's so up and down.
The talent's there. Like, you watch him and you can tell, like what he's able to do with his legs and like movement in the pocket. Like, you can see there's skills there. But
I think it's mentality for him.
Right now. Yeah.
Mentality unrefined. Like, he can be a great quarterback soon, just not right now.
Yeah, and I mean, he's not even eligible to come out till 28, so he's got quite a few. He's got a long pathway to his development, so he doesn't worry about that right now.
But like, man, why did we get Michigan when they're all pissed off?
Right,
exactly. We got them at a bad time.
Right, we could have beat the Michigan team that played against Michigan State and Purdue.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if we had Willis and Millis, we would beat them.
Yeah, I mean. Right, exactly. So that's part of it too.
But they didn't have Justice Haynes, so you can play that game for all of eternity, right?
Right.
You play to win the game.
You play to win the game. That's right.
You see, Jim Mora was at a college game, and like the sideline reporter's like, "Can you give us a playoffs?" And he did it. Jim Mora is 95, and he looks great.
What's that?
What?
You say it's great, and I asked what?
No, I said he looks great.
Oh, he looks great. Oh, I thought
And
you
he's
said
95, and he looks great.
I did not know that. Actually, hold on. I didn't see that. Jim Mora.
He was on the sideline.
Oh, yeah, look at that. He's 95?
Yeah.
You would not be able to tell me that dude's 95. He looks
and he gave off a crisp. Playoffs? Because the sideline reporter asked him, she was like, "Oh, of course, I'll do it." He was a good sport about it.
Oh, here we go. I'm listening. He knew it. He remembered it. Oh, it was 90, not 95.
Oh,
but still, that's still crazy. At 90, shoot, a lot of 90-year-olds can't even get out of bed. That's crazy. He looks like he's got a lot of good energy.
He must have a good memory if he can quote that verbatim.
Yeah. Hey, that's that football coaching, and you don't forget stuff. Some things are just ingrained in you. It's like Sean McVay.
Or freaking Mike Shanahan. Oh, I coached at Portland State in 1966. It's like, talk about wide zone.
West Virginia, Houston. I know, I didn't even have a segue for that one. Houston blew it. What a choke job! You finally get ranked, and you host West Virginia, a terrible West Virginia team, and you get absolutely trounced. Just ridiculous. And the fact that Houston's even gotten to this point, they deserve some credit for, but that sucks. That was a terrible performance.
Yeah, that was bad.
Basically took you out of Big 12 title contention. Now that you've got the 2 losses, you need to win out and get some help, and just rough. They kind of had the inside track to it, too.
They did.
The inside track, because it was basically...
I was a doubter of them.
I was too, but they just had to win out and then play the winner of Texas Tech BYU this weekend.
Mm-hmm. I was a doubter of them since the Beeve game, so I can't say I'm surprised.
That's fair. They should have lost the U of A game too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then the last ranked game here that we'll talk about, USC beats Nebraska. Ends Dylan Raiola's season too.
Poor Dylan Raiola, man. That sucks. It feels like Nebraska finally crosses the hurdle that they've, meaningful games in October or November for the first time in God knows how long.
Yeah, but
then that happens. And then that happens. I feel for Nebraska fans.
Matt Rule extension though, which
is good
for them. So, means that Matt Rule will at the very least see out Dylan Raiola's career at Nebraska. If Dylan Raiola comes out after 3 years, which he could. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what that 2027
I don't see anything special.
Like.
I don't see anything particularly special with Dylan Raiola.
I don't disagree, but it doesn't take a lot these days.
Yeah. Some desperate team sees like, oh my gosh, he could be the next Mahomes because he looks next just like him.
He looks like him, which is funny because Raiola's not black.
Isn't it? Well, Mahomes is half.
Oh yeah, well Mahomes is half white and half black, and Raiola's half white and half Mexican.
Yep. God, it's just one of the weird. It's just odd.
Yeah. It's interesting. I'll just say that it's interesting. Other games here, unranked here. Huskies didn't play, so we don't have to talk about Huskies game. Illinois handles Rutgers. Duke wins a absolute shootout with the Clemson Tigers, 46-45.
No one talks about Manny Diaz's time at Duke so far. It's been pretty damn good.
Baylor takes care of UCF. Army wins the first game of the President's Cup, 2017 over Air Force. Let's see. ASU beats Iowa State. Barely, but they did. Minnesota beats Michigan State in OT. Stanford holds a little tight with Pitt. Ends up losing by 15, but they held tight for a while there. Good for them. Mississippi State gets one on the Bobby Petrino Razorbacks, 38-35. Dude, Oklahoma State put up 21 points on Kansas.
Yeah.
For them.
Thank God we didn't hire Lee Blackpool.
Yeah. Arizona. The game
just took them to the woodshed.
Destroyed them. This game was crazy. Also, I mean, I wasn't even kidding. It feels like ever since Brent Brennan got to U of A out of a bye week in the Brent Brennan era is like unstoppable. Like they're whack. I wish every game for them came out of a bye week because holy crap. Whatever he does during bye weeks works. I don't know what it is. But whatever he's doing during bye weeks.
Just keep it up.
Just keep it up. No, but they got good. They're still one.
Colorado's been getting just destroyed lately.
Yeah, they have been. One game away from bowl eligibility for the Wildcats, which a lot of people projected them to go 3-9 before the season. So we'll definitely take that. Remaining 4 games are Kansas, Baylor. I know Kansas and Cincinnati and ASU. So you're probably thinking lost Cincinnati and ASU. So you just need to win one at Kansas and Baylor to get to bowl eligible. I think they can do it.
I think
they should do it this weekend against Kansas. Let's see. Oregon State wins the first half of the.
That was embarrassing from the Cougs. That is just terrible. Embarrassing.
That's horrible.
You see, the Beavs interim head coach on the sideline after the game. He's got a crystal ball voice, man.
Oh, does he? Oh no, I didn't see that.
No,
Florida State destroyed Wake, and San Jose State upset Hawaii to make
wait.
Yeah.
Shout out to Florida State, first time in 2 years getting a.
That's right. They won an ACC game. I completely forgot about that. They did it. They did it. And then like I said, Hawaii or San Jose State throwing a little wrench in the Mountain West title race because beating Hawaii was gonna walk in. Hawaii could have walked into the Mountain West title game if they just kept winning football games. And as San Jose State said, no, we're gonna make this difficult for you. So there you go. Alrighty.
Time for picks.
It's time to move on to our picks for Week 11. It's 11:45 p.m. Mountain Time, so I hope you say yes.
Oh, I said yes. I did say yes.
Okay. I didn't.
Let's do another lap around the last week's games.
Oh yeah. All right. Good. I was hoping you'd say. Maction. Tuesday night Maction here.
Yes, sir.
Akron killed UMass. Ohio beat Miami, Ohio. A little nail biter there.
I was watching some of that because some politician was giving a boring ass victory speech. I was like, "This is boring." I'm watching Miami and Ohio, and Ohio. And it was great.
Yeah.
I was waiting for like some. I forget which state. I was waiting for their polls to close. I think it was Washington. So I was waiting for the Washington polls to close, and someone was giving a boring ass speech. This is stupid.
I don't see anything interesting on that Wednesday slate. UTSA South Florida on Thursday is fun though.
Oh yeah, that's be very fun.
Houston UCF would have been a ranked game if Houston didn't choke. Northwestern USC, first game that we will be picking this week. So as designated picker, starting picker, I will be electing that you start.
I'm going with USC. I think they're a wagon, and even though that's Oregon's best win, I think Northwestern's not very good.
I'm agreeing with you on USC. I wouldn't describe them as a wagon. I think they're solid. I
think they're a wagon, man.
Really? Okay, interesting. Well, I agree with you on the pick, though. Although, actually, hold on. Let me see. What's Northwestern's? Out of curiosity, who are Because Northwestern, I know they beat Penn State, but whatever, right? I know they lost to Oregon, but it was somewhat competitive. Yeah, lost by 20 to Oregon. Barely beat UCLA. Killed UL Monroe, but whatever. They got killed by Tulane. That's right. And then they lost to Nebraska last weekend. Okay. Or 2 weekends ago, I should say. Yeah, no, I agree.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong about calling USC a wagon. Now that I think about it, I think you're right about that. But I think they're
good.
They're in the top tier of the Big Ten. How about that?
Oh, 100%. Yes, I'd agree with that.
I think that's more of what I was trying to say.
Yeah. Indiana Penn State starts Saturday morning off. Indiana is a 15.5 point home favorite or road favorite, I should say. Who cares? Home road. I'm picking Indiana.
Yeah, no, I think they're going to come in there with bad intentions.
Yes. Georgia going to Stark Vegas, taking on the Bulldogs. A little Bulldog on Bulldog action here. 7.5 points are what the Georgia Bulldogs are dropping. Who you got?
I'm going to go Georgia. I'm a hater of Mississippi State. You know that.
I'm not even a Jeff Levy hater. I just think 7.5's like, dude. Texas was losing. Well, okay, so Texas won by 7, so this isn't a great example. I was gonna say Texas was losing by 21 points going into the fourth quarter, and they still almost covered -7. So they didn't because they won by 7. But all I'm saying is I can't trust Mississippi State to save my life right now. Tech -10.5. Ooh, this is tough.
Yeah.
10.5's too much. I'm going BYU.
Give me BYU as well. I say it every time we pick them. I just love how they play.
They do. I think Tech wins, but 10.5's a ton.
Yes, I agree. I think they have old enough guys on BYU to make that one competitive. By the way, speaking of BYU, did you see where Ryder Lyons is getting sent?
Where?
Miami.
Awesome. What a dude.
Recruiting Florida boys, man.
That's recruiting right there. That's awesome.
Yeah, tell me there's no bias in that selection.
Oh yeah, they knew where they're sending him. They were either gonna send him to Miami or Malibu or like maybe Cancun.
Dallas for like recruiting receivers too.
Yeah.
Fiji, send out somewhere in Polynesia. Well, no, they have to keep him. They have to keep him in America. They needed to do around good sports resources.
Right. Well, no, it's, dude. If I was a 5-star quarterback recruit and I was even thinking about BYU, I'd been like, make my mission in Cancun and I'll sign right now.
And that phone call is going right away. It's like I don't think people properly realize how much sway that the church has in BYU athletics.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty crazy, man. And honestly, it's a little shady. Like this is no shot at the Mormon Church. It's just like kind of weird that a big religious organization has a lot of sway over college sports program.
Right.
Especially in this day and age of college sports.
Yeah. SMU. Speaking of a religious program, SMU. BCC,
oh yes.
Classic ACC matchup there.
Well, that's a religious matchup.
Is Boston College a religious school?
They're a Jesuit school. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah.
There
you go.
It's Boston, dog.
Okay, that should have made sense. Yeah. I think it'd be a Catholic school then.
It is Catholic. Jesuits Catholic.
Jesuit. Oh, you're right. Colorado, West Virginia, classic Big 12 matchup right there.
You know, like Gonzaga's. It's like how Gonzaga's.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. You're right. And that brings us to Ohio State, Purdue.
What is
Ohio
it about
State?
Basketball and Catholic schools doing so good at it? Yeah.
I don't know. Doesn't make.
You know, you got Georgetown. You got Georgetown.
St. John's. Yeah.
Loyola Chicago. Sister Jean, rest in peace.
Yep, Sister Jean.
The Catholic 7.
Yeah.
Pope Leo's Alma mater, Villanova.
Oh, I lost you.
Oh, I said Pope Leo's alma mater, Villanova.
Oh, Villanova. Yeah, how do we forget Villanova? Anyways, Ohio State, Purdue. Ohio State 29.5 point favorites in this one. You are picking first, my friend.
Okay. Who's feisty? I'm going to go Purdue. I might regret this one big time. Fool me once, shame on me.
I feel like Ohio State's starting to roll. Like, especially offensively.
Last week?
And in the second half, I mean, they were up 3 in the first half and still ended up winning by 24. So
That's fair.
They can be explosive. They can be explosive when they need to.
They are.
Ole Miss Citadel does not have a line because it's FBS versus FBS. So I assume we're both going to go Ole Miss here.
Yeah. Okay. Not making the Mercer mistake again.
Yeah. Let's see. Fun games here in that slot as well. Maryland Rutgers. Maybe. Louisiana. Okay. Yeah, nothing really there. Oh, we got a couple ranked versus ranked matchups here in this 12:30 window. Starting with A&M, Missouri. 2 teams that I have been going on the record for weeks saying I don't believe in. Although A&M I'm starting to believe in a little bit. But you're picking first on this one, my friend. A&M's dropping 6.5, by the way.
I'm gonna go A&M. I think they're just a really good squad.
Yeah, I agree. We don't have a oh no, we got Ohio State, Purdue. I was gonna say we don't have a single difference yet. Oregon, Iowa. Oregon dropping 6.5 on the flight over to Kinnick. Take on the 20th ranked Hawkeyes. Is it bad that I kind of want to reverse jinx Oregon to pick them? See if it works. Although I was so good last week, I might actually reverse jinx myself by doing that. But screw it. Oregon's coming off a bye. I was also coming off a bye, so it's not an example. I think Oregon can win by a touchdown.
I'm going Oregon or Iowa. I think this can be a great upset. It's in Kinnick. I'm really high on Iowa's O-line. Jennings Dunker and Logan Jones are awesome. They got some great running backs. The offensive system's looking better with Mark Gronowski at the helm. The defense is still the Iowa defense.
I agree with everything you said, and I'm honestly just trying to pull a little reverse strings here. Anyways, Miami closes out this window. 28.5 point favorites over Q's. Both these teams playing their worst football of the year the past couple weeks. So, who do you got?
I got Miami here.
Yeah, I think as bad as Miami's looked, they still are like a good football team that's just losing close games to other good football teams. Syracuse is just terrible. So, there you go. 20.5 is a lot, but I think Miami can handle it. If Syracuse lost by 17 to UNC, they can lose by 20.5 to Miami. Duke, UConn. That's interesting. I would go to Kansas U of A if it wasn't an hour before UW Wisconsin.
That'd be fun.
Rough timing. It would have been fun. Seeing them get to bowl eligible would have been nice. Knock on wood. Iowa State TCU could be exciting. Auburn Vandy 6.5 point favorites over the dead cat bounce. Auburn Tigers. What do I believe in more? The dead cat bounce or Diego Pavia? Give me Vanderbilt to bounce back. I trust him.
I got Vandy as well. I'm pretty low on Auburn right now.
As you should be. They just fired their head coach. And that brings us to our first the first UW game of the year we get to talk about where they're the one that's ranked. They play Wisconsin. They go to Camp Randall, drop 11.5 points on the flight from Seattle to Madison, and you get to pick the first, my friend.
I'm going Huskies here.
I am as well. Yeah, I am as well.
Wisconsin has scored 27 points in conference play. That's all I gotta say.
I didn't know it was that bad. Goodness gracious. They're the one team designed to not be able to take advantage of Washington's weakness. That's rough. Washington, Wisconsin. Let's see. Oh, we got a couple of games here. Stanford, UNC. Ooh, Frank Reich versus Bill Belichick. Classic
NFL matchup.
Classic NFL matchup right there. Air Force, San Jose State could be interesting. Texas State, Louisiana, that could be interesting. A couple ACC games here. Starting with Virginia, dropping 6.5 to Wake Forest. I know I've been the UVA guy, but Wake is kind of competitive. UVA has been kind of scraping by from the skin of their teeth. I'm going to take Wake to cover in this one.
I'm going to take... Wake got killed last week.
Did they? Who'd they play?
Clemson. No, FSU.
They did. They did get killed by FSU. That's okay. They were looking ahead to this game. That's why.
I'm going to summon my Coug hatred. I'm going against my haterness. Go Cavs, baby.
There you go. Louisville, 20.5 point home favorites over the California Golden Bears.
I mean, these feisty quarterback with cross-country travel. This one's a tough one. This is a really well-set spread.
With Chop still in the chat? Or did he leave already? I was going to say, we're picking his boys
your squad,
right now.
Chops.
I hope he's still there.
He's a ball
you can go back and listen later.
One thing I saw that I found very interesting was someone posting about, the traditional 3-point road dog for spreads is kind of different in college now with how far the travel is. It's closer to 7 at this point. So I think I'm going to go Louisville. It's a close one for me. That's a really good spread right there.
Yeah, Louisville's playing good football right now. Cal's starting to fall off a little bit. Give me cards here. Bama LSU. This is the first game of LSU without Brian Kelly. Now, Alabama against an unranked team catches my attention. However, only 10.5 is not too much. And
I thought that was 16. Damn it.
Yeah,
the zeros always get me.
I know. Only 10.5 is not too much, and it's at home. Usually it's unranked teams on the road they struggle against. So give me Courtney Morgan.
You already know what I'm doing.
Yes, I do. Which reminds me, I forgot to talk about other games in the that late window, which is just Florida State and Clemson.
Hey, you suck this year, Bull.
Yes. ACC heavyweight, that is terrible in 2025. There you go. Look at that. That was the only other game in that window, though. Which brings us to our last game of the window, Notre Dame Navy. Notre Dame, 26.5 point home favorite. Holy cow.
Navy is a good squad this year, man.
Yeah, they are.
I like a big spread for a team that shortens the length of the game. Give me Navy. Anchor down. Bo Horvat. Bring them to New York.
I agree. 26.5 is way too much for a team that was almost ranked last week. So what is that, Brett? 1, 2, 3. Only 4 differences this week. Okay, so a little less decisive.
I like my picks this week. It's more research this week.
There you go. That's good. And that brings us to the last game that we're going to discuss before I hit the hay because I'm tired. It is midnight now, Mountain Time.
Oh, it's turbo this. I'm tired too.
All right, Las Vegas, Denver. Denver's 9.5-point favorites. I get to pick first. I'm just gonna pick Denver. I have no faith in Vegas.
Give me Denver by 1 million.
All right, there we go. All right, we got it figured out. All right, we'll do more NFL breakdowns on our next pod. I'll probably start earlier, so we're not starting at like 10:15 Mountain Time next time. But that is it for this edition of the West Coast Draft Podcast. Fun as always. Love being here. And we'll be back on Thursday to talk NFL trade deadline. I get to blow up about the Bengals. Oh, man, it's going to be a great episode. It's going to be a real fun one. Rob gets to rave about the Seahawks. Remember after week 1 where the Seahawks lost and the Bengals won? Oh, man. The vibes could not be any more different 8 weeks later. But any closing thoughts, Mr. Jokinan?
If one of us hits the trade deadline, all of us hit the trade deadline. If one of us hit like, all of us hit like. If one of us subscribe, all of us subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Drive safe, folks.